is a glove with multiple sensors which was designed to help visually impaired navigate indoors and detect objects. Unfortunately, there are not yet devices that would be readily available or affordable for them to help them, so we wanted to build a device which would use only low-cost elements and help them be more independent.
So the prototype has four main components. It has an infrared distance sensor, it has a vibration motor, and it has a pressure sensor that acts as an on-off switch. The distance sensor actually measures the distance to the object, and that's translated into a vibration of the vibration motor.
We reached out on social media to visually impaired, and they gave us a lot of feedback on what's the problem currently. And one of the main problems that was repeatedly mentioned is that they're unable to detect objects on higher areas. They can do this currently with a wide cane. So we decided to build a device which would help them and give them more flexibility as to where they can detect objects. And the main challenge here was to decide on the positioning of the device, and the idea that we had was if we put it on a glove on a hand.
Yeah.
We place the infrared sensor on the outer part of hand right above the finger because it's allowed to easily point at any direction and won't be obstructed by other body parts. And vibration motor was placed on the rest area because it's sensitive and it won't hinder the user from picking up items with their palm. We press the pressure sensor on the top of the pointing finger because it's easier to reach within one hand. And this area is not as easy to be pressed on intentionally and accidentally turn on or turn off the devices.
We of course had to test the prototype ourselves using a blindfold and wearing the prototype with duct tape and tie wraps and everything. That was quite an interesting experience. But it worked surprisingly well, I'd say. Like, you were walking around the room and you couldn't see anything, and the device actually detected where certain objects were, even chairs.
So can you tell where's the door?
Yes, and I think it will stop. Can it stop immediately?
Yes, it's
All right.
quickly. Now I can't find where is nothing.
But we have learned that even though we have thought very thoroughly about the placement, it was still not ideal. It came out that visually impaired, well, they were very happy with our product. However, they would still want some assistance and some help with avoiding obstacles on their head level, like branches or shelves. So as the next step, we plan to move this glove onto the head level and of course design it in a way that wouldn't hinder the movement, make it much smaller.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.